Yes, so beautiful people, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing beautifully well. In fact, these stories are becoming more interesting by the day. Now, every palace has its beauty, but also its secrets. Yes, as they have their beauty, they also have their secret that people don't even know of. Behind the grand walls of the Oonis palace lies a labyrinth of chambers. Omo, no be small thing o. Some for governance, some for ritual, and some never to be spoken of. Today, we dare into whisper what many fear to say, the secret of the hidden rooms. What are the secrets of the hidden rooms? A locked wooden door, ancient carvings, royal guards standing. The first chamber is said to house artifacts of Oduduwa's himself. Okay, that's the first chamber now in the palace of Oni of Ife. Is said to house the artifacts of Oduduwa himself, relics that tell the story of the beginning of the Yoruba people. No outsider has laid eyes on them for generations. Like no outsider aside from those who are met to to do that, like Kabiyesi, number one person, and maybe some of the Ifa priests. So the second is a chamber of spiritual fortification. Here, sacrifices are made, chants are uttered, and mysteries are sealed. It is believed that the very survival of the throne depends on the rituals performed in this place. So to tell you that this particular chamber or spiritual fortification is a place where they decide what happens and or what does not happen, and mysteries are sealed there, to tell you that this kind of place is a very very delicate part of this chamber. Okay, it's very very delicate. No wonder the palace is such a very big place, because they have a whole lot of chambers which is not permitted for any outsider to go into, but only for the Kabiyesi and for the few appointed ones, or those who have been chosen probably by the gods to have the permission to go in there. And they say these places are places where there is nobody, like nobody outsider will be able to go in. Okay, and now we also talk about the third chamber. Is whispered about in fear, a room no one enters without permission. They say it holds ancient masks, staffs of power. Some believe these objects are alive with spirit of the ancestors. You hear it now? The third chamber now is where they said this very chamber is believed that it has still the spirit of the ancestors. It's not just a chamber you enter, you think that it's just you are just seeing only mask or seeing some statues or stuff like that. But they have believed that they are still living. They are like living deities, okay, who are in this very chamber, and no one can go in there except by permission. It means that consultation has to be made, and if there's anyone who must go in there, it will not be more than those who are, you know, who has been assigned to go in there, like the Ifa priest, Kabiyesi and the Ifa priest. So it's not meant for anybody. You can't even access that place if you are not meant to go in there. And even if you are meant to go in there, like Kabiyesi and the Ifa priest, before they could even go in, there are certain things they have to do, to give them sign that we are coming. No, you can't just go there, just open and enter. No, they said there are certain prayers, certain things that has to be done before they can even go in. Just like when you want to go to someone's house, you have to knock. You have to knock to seek permission. If they say come in before you go in, if they say don't, or the person say wait, I'm coming, you have to wait. So that is how they said these things are. So that's the reason why they said some people are saying that it's more like living, more like the objects are alive with spirit of the ancestors, like they are still very much there. Even in the Bible, as we all know, kings had hidden chambers. In 2 Kings 11, we read of the sacred room where young king Joash was hidden for 6 years before being revealed to Israel. Royal power has always carried mysteries guarded in silence. Of course, they don't have to come out and start announcing, hey, we have so thing here, it's so place. So they don't have to do all that. It is for whom it may concern that knows those things. You are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you have been watching, you have not subscribed, subscription is free. All you need to do is just to tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, so whenever I drop my videos, you get notified. Come down the comment section and drop your opinion, what you feel about this very gist. Share so that others will learn one or two. But don't forget that all these are all alleged speculated stories. They are not for sound information, because as we get the gist on the street or social media, we also come and relate with you guys. Share so that others will learn one or two. Give this video a thumbs up. So yet, one room remains the most mysterious of all. The chamber where only the Oni himself enters. What lies within, no one outside the throne can say. Is it a place of prayer, a shrine, or something beyond human understanding? Because obviously they said it is only Kabiyesi that can actually access this very place. You understand? It is only Kabiyesi that can access this particular chamber. Nobody, even the Ifa priest, nobody whatsoever is allowed to go in there except for him and him alone. You can see the mysteries, okay? The mysteries that is always there. Like the Yoruba people will say, they say, Àṣírí ọba kì í tán lẹ́nu àgùntàn. What does it mean? The secrets of a king are never fully told, even to his subjects. Of course, nobody can ever know. So as these hidden rooms remain sealed, so do the questions of power, destiny, and divine calling within the palace. That is how all those things are, remain sealed. Nobody, even the guards, none of them can tell you. They can know that there are places like that, but they don't know what is in there. So that is just it. So my correct people, this is what we came across today. And I said I must come and also relate with you guys, okay? In fact, I have learned a whole lot, my people. I want to believe that you guys too are also learning, because, like I've told us before, like I've said before, the story about the palace shouldn't just be about the gbas and all that. There are a whole lot of things we are supposed to know, because they say knowledge is power. It is how much you know about a particular culture or a particular people or a particular thing that you'll be able to talk or say when people are talking. But when you don't know anything, how will you now, when people are even talking about the particular thing, how will you now contribute? It's just like those who are football lovers. They can tell you the scores, the what, because you immediately know that these ones are football fans, like the die fans, so not just the mere fans, the ones that are ready to do anything for their club. So that is how it should be. We shouldn't be too innocent when it comes to knowing things, because they say knowledge is power. My correct people, in fact, just I want you to remain here, because like I've promised you before, I'm going to be bringing more interesting stories about the palace, Queen Naomi, Tadenikawo, the Oloris, and every other things that happen in there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. I love you all so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. Till I come your way again. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.